Welcome to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for joining us. The County Council has decided not to apply for a waiver of school maintenance of effort funding for next fiscal year. Susan Kennedy spoke to council members about their decision and the effect it could have on the school's budget this year. Susan?
That's right, Lorna. Council President Valerie Irvin says the revenues just simply aren't there to maintain this state mandate. However, she says the council is committed to providing a top-notch education to Montgomery County students. The state maintenance of effort law requires the county to spend as much per pupil from year to year.
We will have snack.
Over the past decade, Montgomery has funded above the MOE level by almost $600 million. With the county facing a $300 million shortfall this year, council members say it's time to reset per pupil spending.
This has been very difficult for the council, but I think for the county moving forward, it will give us a great amount of flexibility. And I think, again, we don't have an MOE for police and fire. We don't have an MOE for libraries. We don't have an MOE for safety net. And we owe our county more than just funding one portion of a very difficult budget. And that's why we made the decision we made.
The county could face a fine of up to $29 million for failure to keep up with the funding. In Annapolis this year, officials were able to delay any potential penalty for at least a year. As the council moves into its last weeks of budget deliberations, cuts in Health and Human Services, public safety, and other budgets have forced council members to look to the schools to help with the burden.
We're looking to be responsible stewards of taxpayers' money, and we believe the decision we made last week is going to put us back in check. We're resetting, which means that the budget will make a lot more sense, and we won't be scrambling every year to go back to the state on bended knee asking for a waiver. And I think our state legislators will be happy to know that they won't have to spend all of their political chits on just trying to get us a waiver.
The council is still very committed to funding public education at a level that provides excellent classroom experience for our students. Whether it's Montgomery College or whether it's Montgomery County Public Schools, we put a lot of money into those agencies for the purpose of serving students, and the results show that. So the council will continue that commitment.
Council members say they will be working with the school board in the coming weeks to make sure county students continue to receive a top education. I'm Susan Kennedy for County Report this week.
It won't be too long before you'll have to pay an extra 5 cents for each plastic bag you take with you from county retail establishments. The council has approved a measure proposed by County Executive Ike Leggett that places a 5-cent bag tax on certain carry-out bags. It's an effort to raise environmental awareness.
We would prefer not to raise a penny from this discretionary fee. It is a tax, but it's only a tax if you choose not to bring your reusable bag with you. So our hope, of course, is that people will immediately begin to appreciate how easy it is to avoid paying 5 cents and do the right thing by our environment and bring a reusable bag.
We're not looking at this as a revenue fix for us to help us with our budget deficit. This is actually about the environment and making sure that all of our residents are mindful, and some of them are, and I think that that's extremely important to recognize, but a lot of them aren't, and that's why we see those plastic bags that are in our streams, in our waterways, and in our trees, and we just want people to be mindful of that and understand that there is an impact when they allow their plastic bags to fly throughout our neighborhoods and get into our environment and cause a negative environmental detriment.
Between now and January 1st, 2012, when the legislation takes effect, the county will work to educate residents to help them be prepared for the transition to having reusable bags become part of their shopping routine. An old building is now home to a group that used to be homeless. Renovations and a friendly environment make the new Caroll House a place where some get a chance at rebuilding their lives. The doors are opened. This historic building in Silver Spring will serve as home to a group of men who used to be homeless.
We have looked at our challenges of homelessness, and we are bringing people in. Unfortunately, given the state of the economy, there are many, many more people out there who need to be brought in. And there's much that we have to do. And we will continue to address it to the utmost possibilities of our resources and the cooperation of our partners.
Interfaith Works runs the program. 32 male adults will call Caroll House home for the next 2 years.
What it adds is a humane place for people to reside for up to 2 years while they're looking for independent housing. The former facility was falling apart and not in very good shape. And by moving here, we've provided beautiful space so people can heal in a much more comforting environment.
But this is not just about food and shelter. Residents are getting job readiness classes and vocational training.
We work within each of the clients to find out what kind of skills they have and then best meet their needs and their skills to help them find work.
Brian Lamb is one of the residents at Caroll House. He battled drug addiction. Now, with a home and care, he moves on to become an ordained minister.
It's not the building per se or even the things they provide in the building, it's the people. So we have people here, I believe, that really care. And to me, every morning I get up, that's a motivation for me to live on.
Caroll House operates with funding Interfaith Works receives from the county's Department of Health and Human Services, HUD, and private donors. A study designed to take a look at the feasibility of a bus rapid transit system here in Montgomery County is just about complete. The County Department of Transportation has been taking a look at potential routes for the proposed transit line. The study found that the 150-mile network of BRT routes could operate here in Montgomery County.
It confirms what I've been arguing from the beginning, that if you have a good transit system, it actually provides benefit for people who drive cars, and so that the interest in the system and the value of the system is not just to transit riders, it's a benefit to people who are getting in their car every day. Getting to work, there are multiple ways of getting there, and to the extent that any way other than a car is more heavily utilized, it frees up capacity on the roads and it makes the roads run better. And I think one of the biggest conclusions out of this is them being able to demonstrate that, along with the fact that some of the ridership numbers are absolutely astounding.
County Executive Ike Leggett attended the official opening of Noble Life Sciences' new 6,000 square foot office and lab facility in Gaithersburg. Noble Life Sciences provides preclinical research services, including experimental design and testing, with deep expertise in cancer drug development. The company was founded in 2010 and was originally located in the county's Shady Grove Innovation Center.
We have 330 life science companies, nearly 10,000 employees in this sector alone. 19 federal research and regulatory agencies, including NIH, FDA, NIST, a robust federal contracting sector, leading institutions of higher learning, a progressive strategic industrial local development initiative that really provides us with all of the things that we need to make it happen. But we cannot make it happen without success stories, that is, testimonials of what it can be like. And this company, Noble Life, has started that.
Noble received a grant from the Montgomery County Economic Development Fund for equipment. The company has 5 current full-time employees and plans to add 25 new jobs over the next 3 years. When we come back, we will get an update from the police department about a brand new enforcement campaign.
I'm Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer. National Public Works Week is almost here. We'll tell you what you need to know when County Report This Week continues.
Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. National Public Works Week is a celebration of the tens of thousands of men and women in North America who provide and maintain the infrastructure and services collectively known as public works. Rockville 11's Bridget Breuer tells us more about how the city's public works staff keep your life moving with the city services. Bridget?
That's right. They're on the front lines handling services that help make your life easier. From the water that comes out of your faucet to the trash that's picked up at your curb. We had the chance to check in with Deputy Director of Utilities Judy Ding to learn more about National Public Works Week. We met up with Deputy Director for Utilities Judy Ding to learn more about Public Works Week.
Public Works Week is that 1 week in May that we would just like to pay a little attention to our employees that really toil all hours of the night, 24/7, to make sure that the city keeps ticking the way that it should.
The Department of Public Works is committed to delivering for the residents of Rockville.
We're out there doing all those civil works that makes life bearable, and in the city of Rockville, better than bearable. A good quality of life is what we want to deliver. Seeing that we do have aging infrastructure and that there are new requirements on us year after year, we try to keep up with that, and we're changing the way that we do our own business to try to be more responsive and to be more capable of reacting to whatever is thrown at us. We want to keep them comfortable. We don't need a lot of kudos and thanks. We'd like to keep the complaints to the absolute minimum. We'd like to wipe them out.
If you have questions or would like to find out more about your Department of Public Works, go to rockvillemd.gov/residents/publicworks.
And now we go to Officer Janelle Smith for an update on a brand new enforcement campaign. Officer Smith?
Well, Lorna, in May, Montgomery County Police Department is beginning a new enforcement campaign involving drivers and pedestrians. This will be Operation Safe Streets corridor enforcement. The reason for this campaign is to highlight the importance of driver and pedestrian safety. And during this time, we will be focusing on 3 different areas: long stretches of highways known as corridors, high incident areas, in areas that have been deemed to have a higher incident of crashes and pedestrian accidents in that area, and also safe routes to schools areas. In these areas, traffic officers will be deployed to issue citations to both drivers and pedestrians who are found to be committing traffic and pedestrian violations.
Now, when it comes to pedestrian safety, who bears the responsibility, the driver or the pedestrian?
Well, both sides of it have equal responsibility. Both drivers and pedestrians are responsible for following the laws in order to keep everyone safe.
Thank you, Officer Smith. Still to come on County Report this week, some Montgomery College students meet the donors who make their education possible. And talking about education, we will present you with this year's Champion for Children awardee. We will be right back. Welcome back to County Report this week. I'm Lorna Virgili. The 9th Annual Champions for Children Awards Gala was held last week to honor and celebrate the outstanding efforts of teachers, staff, businesses, and volunteers who support students. A teacher from Highland Elementary School in Silver Spring won this year's top honor. Here's a story from Montgomery County Public Schools.
The winner is Mr. Brian Fries.
Highland Elementary School teacher Brian Fries was named this year's Montgomery County Teacher of the Year. The awards ceremony took place at MedImmune headquarters in Gaithersburg. The Teacher of the Year announcement and acceptance speech highlighted an evening of celebration.
It's such an extreme honor to be here in front of everyone this evening. It's especially true knowing that there are so many true champions for children in this room right now. It's very humbling right now. Congratulations to all the other honorees and awardees tonight. To be considered the Teacher of the Year in Montgomery County in the first place, I know what an amazing accomplishment that is to even get that far and be here tonight. Our county possesses some of the most talented and wonderful teachers that do what's in the best interest of children in this county on a daily basis.
Local news anchor Allison Starling of WJLA-ABC, who served as the event's host, cited Fries's pursuit of excellence in the classroom as reasons for his success.
It is no accident that Mr. Fries exhibits the expertise of a master teacher. He dedicated himself to achieving national board certification, an advanced teaching credential to ensure he could be the best teacher imaginable for his students. Mr. Fries says, "I just try to make learning extremely fun. I feel that instilling a love of learning is key, and I try to model that every single day. I hope I inspire my students to be risk takers, let them know it's okay to make mistakes if you learn from them.
The annual event recognizes teachers, leaders, and staff who do outstanding work for county students. Fries was one of 3 finalists for this year's award. Sharon Moore, a math teacher from Poolesville High School, and Peter McAdams, an English teacher from Benjamin Banneker Middle School, were the other nominees.
From here, Fries moves on to join other Teachers of the Year from 23 Maryland public school systems at a ceremony sponsored by the Maryland State Department of Education, where the Teacher of the Year will be announced. Some Montgomery College students that have been awarded scholarships were given the chance to meet the generous people behind the donations that make their continuing education possible.
The Montgomery College Foundation is proud to recognize the students that have excelled in their studies and the businesses that have donated resources to help support them. The Scholarship Recognition Luncheon is a way for the college to show appreciation to business owners that reward scholarships to those willing to further their education and congratulate the students that applied.
I am excited about this event for 2 reasons. One is that it allows us to open up the college to the people who make significant contributions to us through their own philanthropic efforts, but it also to connect those people with the students and the lives that they touch. So I always tell people the best advertisement we have for Montgomery College are the students that we serve and their stories. So if we can connect those students and their stories with people who have interest in giving to the college, it's the best thing ever, and that's why I love this event.
The luncheon marks the first time these students have come face-to-face with their sponsors. The scholarship recipients were very grateful.
I went to the my MC and applied for application for this coming year and submitted my application, and I was so pleased when I got a response back. I already have a debt with financial aid, so this helps paying my bills. So it gives me an opportunity to come to school, and I appreciate it. I'm very grateful.
It feels good to be appreciated by the school as well as Marriott itself. They do a lot for Montgomery College and the hospitality program in general. And they just have a lot of focus on higher education, and it really shows through.
Sponsors and students alike were happy to be in attendance and proud to be a part of such a beneficial opportunity.
And now we get to meet our pet of the week. Captain is an American foxhound and he needs a home. Here's Kathy Stanhope from the Humane Society.
Hi, this is Kathy Stanhope with your pet of the week at the Montgomery County Humane Society. And I am here with something very special. I'm here with Captain. His number is 135 and he is an American foxhound, and he's gorgeous. He's only 10 months old. He and his brother have both been given up together by their owner, who had to start working overtime and just didn't have the time for him. And if you are into hounds at all, really come down to the Montgomery County Humane Society right away and meet Captain and Commander, his brother. They're just wonderful dogs. They're very sweet, they're very calm. They do like to play, they're active, they are strong. They might not be the best dogs in a family with really small kids because they would just accidentally knock them over. But they're very, very special dogs. They're purebred American foxhounds, and they really are nice, wonderful dogs. As you can see, they're short hair with the tricolor, and they're very friendly, very, very sweet. They just want to be loved, and they want maybe a family with kids that can play with them because they want to play ball and they want to play chase. And they're wonderfully nice dogs, short hair so you don't have a lot of hair running around the house. Come down and meet Captain and his brother Commander at the Montgomery County Humane Society, or visit us at the web at mchumane.org, or give us a call at 240-773-5967.
Coming up, Dr. Jill Biden, the Second Lady of the United States, talks about a virtual college symposium. And a group of Boy Scouts help clean up the Rock Creek Trail. We will be right back. Welcome back to County Report This Week. I'm Lorna Virgili. Montgomery College recently hosted the U.S. Department of Education's Community College Virtual Symposium, where the Second Lady of the United States paid a visit. Here are the details.
As President Obama has stated,
The nations that out-educate us today will out-compete us tomorrow. That is why he is committed to increasing the number of college graduates in America so that we will once again lead the world in the percentage of our citizens with a college degree. Excellence in our community colleges is absolutely critical to reaching this goal.
Community colleges are potentially the most transformative institution in contemporary America. They can change the trajectory of a life for an individual, transform the quality of life for a family, and enhance the intellectual, economic, and cultural essence of a community.
The Community College Virtual Symposium, hosted at Montgomery College's Cultural Arts Center, was part of a series of meetings that followed last October's White House Summit on Community Colleges. As you can tell by the word virtual, there's something very different about this event.
It's being presented virtually to all the 1,100 community colleges throughout the United States over the web. It's impossible to bring all that leadership together in one room, so this is a way that the Department of Education can share the information en masse to that population.
Questions came to panelists from online as well as those attending in person.
The symposium allowed us to actually share research as it related to all the things that we were hearing about the student experience, the challenges of the students when they come to the college, and also the ways in which we can help facilitate their growth and development.
The Department of Education's decision to host the event at Montgomery College is a testament to its stellar reputation among community colleges.
This is a shining example of a fantastic community college, and it's not a coincidence that we're here. And to have this virtual summit, to have folks from around the country get a better sense of what's happening right here, the lessons to be learned, and how we can all continue to get better. I really appreciate you giving us this opportunity.
Well, azaleas are in full bloom, but do you know how to trim these bushes so they grow back faster and fuller? Here are some tips from Brookeside Gardens.
Hi, I'm Phil Normandy, Plant Collections Manager at Brookeside Gardens. Today we're in the yard of a typical homeowner, a small property, but there are many lessons to be learned from a property like this. Over here we have some azaleas that the homeowner tells us were planted over 50 years ago. And her concerns are they healthy? Should they be replaced? What can be done with them? They're not looking their best. Let me show you how to prune this nice 50-year-old azalea. You see it's got flower buds, but it's been broken off. It's got a lot of dead in it, and essentially what you want to do with azaleas is cut those big old scraggly stems clearly to the ground. So here we are cutting off this dead stub of this azalea. History has shown us that if we take pieces like this all the way off, it will encourage very strong young growth from the base. This is going to encourage a lot of regrowth in the next few weeks. After this sort of pruning has been done, you're going to end up with a large grouping of small 5 to 6 inch shoots by the end of the summer. This is our azalea that's been finished pruning. Rejuvenation pruning is what we call this because it really does have a refreshing, rejuvenating effect on the plant over the next several years. All the old unproductive stalks have been cut off. The scragglier stalks, which are still vibrant, now that they're cut back, will grow taller, and you'll get lots and lots of shoots from the base that will ultimately give you a much healthier plant faster than if you had actually gone out and bought a new plant.
It took several hours, but as part of the regional trash cleanup last month, the Alice Ferguson Foundation teamed up with a few Boy Scouts to clean up the Rock Creek Trail in Rockville. Here is how the boys helped.
We started today at a parking lot, and I wanted everybody to see how clean the parking lot was, and they said, well, why are we here cleaning up? I said, there's an important message. It rained last night. What do you think happened? All of the rainwater that cascades all of those parking lots where people drop stuff on parking lots, they wound up in the river here. And people have to understand that what you do in your street, in front of your house, on the street, in a parking lot, all of that ultimately winds up in the Chesapeake Bay.
A few Boy Scouts, along with several volunteers, joined forces with the Alice Ferguson Foundation to clean up trash from the Rock Creek Trail in Rockville.
If you don't pick up trash and damage the environment, then later we don't have an earth to live on.
It just makes everything dirty and just unclean, and it's bad for all the plants and animals.
Luckily, these volunteers braved the chilly weather to clean up this neighborhood before trash reaches the Potomac River, our bay, or even our ocean.
Well, today is part of the region-wide trash cleanup. This is a trash cleanup month. Right today there are 426 sites in 4 states and the District of Columbia and the Potomac watershed. And by the end of the month there'll be a total of 600 sites with more than 14,000 volunteers.
Well, a clean neighborhood, you can go around happy and walking without stepping on any trash. But in a dirty neighborhood, all you see is trash everywhere.
It just makes me feel that the people that did this are so careless.
I had to pick up a lot of bottle caps. We found tires, and in the like sewer we found this like big like metal wall, and I found a bicycle. It was weird.
Last year's cleanup removed more than 250 tons of trash. That means littering is still a big problem. These scouts hope making people aware of the issue can help.
And that does it for County Report this week. Join us at this time every week for a look at what's going on inside Montgomery County. I'm Lorna Virgili. Thank you for watching.
Register now for summer classes at Montgomery College. 3 summer sessions are offered, and Session 1 starts May 29th. You can register online or in person at any of our 3 campuses. For the 2nd straight year, the ethics team from MC's Tacoma Park Silver Spring campus has won the 8th annual Intercollegiate Ethics Bowl. 10 area colleges competed in the bowl, debating issues in applied ethics. The Montgomery College Foundation has announced a gift commitment from the Gordon and Marilyn Macklin Foundation to support scholarships and programs in MC's Macklin Business Institute over the next 5 years. The donation creates a dollar-for-dollar matching challenge of up to $750,000 in gifts by other donors to the Institute. For more information about the endless possibilities at your community college, visit our website.